All right, guys, we are live, episode 51 of the Shooter's Mindset. Thanks for joining us. Got my usual co-host with me today. We got Schwell11. What's going on, Schwell?
Hey, guys. Just here to enjoy the show, as usual, and add a pretty face to the broadcast.
I think the person with the pretty face and with usually everybody comes to see, other than our special guest today, is Kelly Samso. Kelly, what's going on?
What if I didn't make it one day? I'm going to have to, like, hand over the pretty face trophy to Schwell.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Then the views just go down.
Whatever.
And we have our special guest, Garrett Potter, CEO of Special Ops Tactical Rifles. What's going on, Garrett?
Hey, man. Thanks for having me. Good to be here.
It's good to have you, especially since you're you're a local rifle manufacturer in the state of Florida, where me and Schwell are. Closer to Schwell. Schwell's like you're like across the street from him, but not too far. So it's good to see the in-state manufacturers coming on. No doubt about that.
Well, thanks, man. It's good to be here in state.
Very nice. Let's see here. The show sponsors for today are Billet Industries and Brett Russo over at Billet, man. Very appreciated of those guys over there. They have a 21% off discount going right now on their website. That's Lucky 21 deal. So if you guys are interested in any, they have a wide range of products, not only holsters, apparel. Go check them out. 21% off over there at bladetech.com. Also, RAN Innovations, ranbrands.com, RAN CLP, where they're also supporting the show. And also, those of you guys that are new to the show, we have a Q and App section on the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. That's where you can click on that, and you can ask any of us here on a panel any live questions, anything you want to know about rifle building, rifles in general, certain parts, specifics, details. This is a good time to get those answered, as we have the gentleman here to do so accurately. And that's it. We're going to run this down to the first question here. I got a giveaway announcement coming up. We're going to get to that a lot earlier than I usually get to it. But let's start it off here with just the first question here. Garrett, tell us a little bit more about yourself and about your company.
Well, I've lived in Florida all my life, and since as a young man growing up, I've always been passionate about firearms and high quality parts and components that make them up. I'm also a pilot, a commercial pilot and flight instructor. But as a young man, I grew up with big names like HK, and the MP5 was in its glorious day back when I was a young man, and just have always admired quality firearms and the precision manufacturing by which they're made. And as I got older, just wanted to be a part of that, and wanted to bring something to market that that I could be proud of, and a product that I would really enjoy and have others enjoy as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Schwell has a lot of experience specifically with your brand, Special Ops, and your rifles, as she already owns one or a couple of those rifles. So, I mean, Schwell, what are your thoughts just quickly on those rifles?
I have 3 of them, and one is currently being built for a friend. And after you have the first one, then you meet the guys over at Special Ops Tactical, you want a second one. And you keep dealing with them, and it keeps you wanting to buy more and support them because they're doing such a great job. I know Garrett's probably going to talk about like the warranty and all of that stuff, but beyond the warranty, the thing that they bring to the market that I appreciate the most, and I may be biased because they're so close, is outstanding customer service. I can reach them through their website, I can call them up and reach someone, or I can take a drive down and see them. But if I lived out of state, I have instant access to them during their business hours.
Yeah, that's definitely a benefit to have someone that close, and it's not really that. Obviously, it doesn't really mean that since they're so close that's why you like them so much. Obviously, you own 3 of those rifles for a reason. It just happens to be an added bonus that they're just that close. So very nice. Also, I wanted to announce that if you guys can't figure out the Q&A You can also probably post it in the comment section below. Schwell will pick that up there, or you can shoot over to the Shooter's Mindset Facebook page, and you can post it on probably our announcement on there or on our wall, and we'll pick up the question there and get it over. But we definitely you definitely sell a variety of different AR-15 style rifles, a lot of different models, a lot of different features. Can you just talk to us about some of the details on some of your latest rifle builds on those models?
Some of the latest rifle builds are our new Aurora Elite series machine from Billet. And a lot of folks might not know the difference between forged and billet. Basically, it comes down to the way that they're machined. A forging is basically like a cast or a mold that is kind of smacked together with a molten aluminum in a hot press, and so you get a general shape of the object that you're going to use or machine. Unlike billet, where billet is just kind of hints its name, just a square rectangular block of aluminum billet that you put into a CNC machine, and it takes a lot more time to machine away all the nooks and crannies and angles that it takes to machine a lower or upper receiver. So basically, it just kind of you'll see an increase in price difference from a billet to a forged, and mainly a lot of what you're paying for is machine time. And traditionally, the forgings, the way that they're made is not a very precision. When the press comes and smacks them together, it's not a precision made part at that point. And so you have to kind of categorize, if you're going to machine 1,000 billet lower receivers or upper receivers, you basically need to categorize them per thousands in their specs and lot numbers, so that the machine depth comes out to be all the same. And that's different than billet, because with a billet you're using the same square rectangular block of billet aluminum, and pretty much, as long as you keep your tooling and keep everything in the number of cycles that you should, the machining is going to be a little bit easier and a little bit more precision than a forging.
Okay, so that's what that's actually even news to my ears. I mean, I wasn't too knowledgeable on the differences. I always thought that, you went over it pretty much, obviously the machining and the precision, but I always thought they were a little bit lighter, and that was pretty much the main difference. I mean, some people might say, you don't know jack crap about AR, you know what I mean? But I actually didn't know. I knew they were a little bit expensive and there had to be a reason behind it, but that's what I actually thought the difference was. Didn't know.
And to kind of follow up with that, the question about our newest guns. Well, our newest Aurora Elite series are machined, and they're not just machined on a traditional CNC machine. They're machined on a 5th axis CNC machine, which means as you put the material into the machine and you hold it with the fixturing, you don't have to pull the part out and put it back in. It machines everything from the lower with basically one setup, and so that helps eliminate any type of tolerances that you may get when you have to pull something out and put it in, and so you get a little bit more precision, better accuracy as far as the machine work goes, by using a new state-of-the-art 5th axis machine that can do that, and that's how our new all of our new billet stuff is made. And so, the Aurora Elite 14.5 and 16-inch have been very popular. We've been very fortunate this year with those, and actually have a magazine article coming out on that specific gun. It should be out here in about a month or so. So you guys will have to look out for that.
Which magazine would that be?
They haven't enlightened me to which publication that's going to be, but it's going to be a major magazine that you can pick up at Publix or Walmart. It's going to be on the shelves out in the stores, and if you guys check into our Facebook page from time to time, you'll be sure to we'll be sure to post when it's going to hit shelves and come out.
Yeah, no, you can find Special Ops on Facebook just by type in just that in the search bar, Special Ops Tactical, and that should be one of the first, if not the first one to pop up in that Facebook search bar. Well, let's get into the giveaway announcement here. We got a great giveaway, as usual here. We got Frank Proctor's Performance Carbine DVD. This is brand new, untouched, as most of the giveaway items are. This is I have the pistol DVD of this. Man, Frank's an excellent instructor. Something for the AR guys to learn a thing or two about. That's going out. We have a 2-ounce bottle of RAN CLP here today. That's going out. And we have Special Ops Tactics throwing in one of their rifle comps, and that's the Black Magic. I believe Schwell has that on him. Show that to the camera real quick so these guys can see it. There it is.
Sure how well you guys can see that. But this thing works really well. I had the opportunity to go out and shoot about 1,000 rounds with one of these, and it worked really well for me.
So there you have it.
Saying that because I'm scared of Garrett, because he does scare me. But it really works, guys.
So we got those 3 items. We're going to have one winner chosen today. The giveaway, there will be a link to the giveaway down in the YouTube comment section. There will also be a link on the Shooter's Mindset Facebook page to enter this giveaway. So go do that. You can get a variety of bonus entries by liking Special Ops Tactical on Facebook and other people who contributed to the show. So you can get probably like 7 entries into this giveaway. The giveaway ends at 12 midnight Eastern time tonight. So you have your chance to get in on this giveaway even if the show's over. So excellent stuff here. So I have a question here from Chad Barber I wanted to get to. It's a good one here. Chad asked for Garrett, what really classifies a receiver as a cosmetic blemish?
That's a very good question, and that's not the first time we've been asked that question, or I have. During the anodized process and the forging process, the way that the lower receivers are forged and made, sometimes when you're doing a high volume of lowers or uppers, sometimes that little small contaminants or debris can actually get into the forging molds or the forging plates, and it's inherent with that machine style that by smacking molten aluminum that sometimes you get a little bit of splatter or spurt that stays inside the mold. And so then what happens is when the next lower or the next forging is to be made, it smacks it, and there was a little bit of debris or contaminants inside there, which puts a little small ding or dent into the lower. And then they go off to the next process, which is anodize. And so then the anodize will cover up the ding, but there'll be definitely a ding into the lower. And so that's one type of blemish. And another type is with anodize, being it's an electrochemical process, it's not always 100% consistent every time. And so you get some inconsistencies with the electrochemical process. And sometimes you might get some real weird swirls, or sometimes you might get like a spot where the anodize didn't stick 100%, and so then we have a very stringent QC process, and so any of those lowers that have any type of blemish like that, being cosmetic is not a functional blemish or a defect. So all of anything that you see from us is just strictly based on the looks aspect of what it is that that didn't come out 100% up to our QC standards. So then we you see a lot of manufacturers have blem products, and it's because when you're making so many that it's inherent that you will get some types of blems. I know. There's different names of them. Noveski has the chainsaw, or CMT Cross Machine might have their ammo grade or whatnot. But a lot of manufacturers you'll see will sell their blem lowers, and they're great for. We sell a lot to a lot of police officers that use them as trunk guns. They know that the gun's going to get dinged up or scratched up anyway, so instead of going out and buying something that's that's been QC'd and gone through 100% pristine condition when you buy it. They don't mind to take a blem. It's no big deal because chances are the rifle might end up with a blem on it anyway. So and it's a good avenue to save a lot of money and for a value build or buy.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of my rifles are on a blem lower, and usually, there's multiple things that you can see, but most of the time, what my experience is that you really can't even see it. I mean, if you do, it's probably like a tiny, it could be like a dent, like a small dent that's even hard to see with the eye,
Yes.
and that would be considered a blem. So there's really nothing wrong with actually the fit or anything like that. So
Right.
like you said, it's if you guys are looking to save a few bucks and you don't mind, I mean, if you can even see it, a blem, good avenue to go down.
Absolutely. It's great way to build a value gun and save a lot of money for sure.
Kelly, what do you have on your end? I know we're talking a lot of AR stuff. Obviously, you shoot competitively with an AR, so I'm pretty sure you have something to chime in here.
I do, but I've never had the opportunity to like build my own AR, so it's very interesting to hear all this. First of all, I was gonna say, what will always fix a blemish, and your AR is a Sharpie. Mine, mine has a few little marks here and there, and it looks just fine unless you're up close to it. You can't tell. I was looking at your guys' website, and what all do you guys do in-house? I mean, I know you talk about having, you have nickel boron coated stuff and nitride and all that stuff. What part of the process do you actually do there? Or do you have, other companies that you use for those services?
I think everybody in this game has many vendors to use in this industry. It's pretty funny because some people have the idea that each company kind of does everything in-house, does their own thing, but it's not necessarily true, and I can equate a lot of that to my aviation career side of things, as to where Boeing Aircraft is one of the largest manufacturers in the world of aircraft, and yet for their 777 and some of their newer aircraft like their Dreamliner, they're manufactured in about 17 different countries, and they use all the best manufacturing facilities. And this I would say the same is for us. If I can't machine it and make it at a good price, if it's going to take too much to get us up and going to make a component, I will avidly seek out qualified machine shops or companies that we will go and tour and speak to in depth and get a lot of samples and work on projects for months and months before anything even gets started, just to be sure that we both fill each other out very well before we start basically a marriage to make different parts or components together. But what I like to do personally is I like to design the parts and draw them up and we've got I've got a team of engineers that are also pilots that do a lot of our QC and a lot of our product development with me. So I don't do it single-handedly, but I'm definitely the one that is the driving factor behind all of the products that you see that come from Special Ops Tactical.
Yeah, I mean, that was well said. I mean, I'm learning a lot on this one, man, because I'm kind of in the boat with Kelly there. I've never built a rifle from the ground up. I always just kind of just purchased them, ready assembled, ready to rock. I just haven't been that type of guy. And even with assembling stuff, you get that new baby carriage and all that stuff. Like I'd rather buy it built.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't want to play with 2 hours with the screws and bolts. You know what I mean? It's just not my stuff. A lot of people are into that stuff, though.
Right.
It's just not.
That's where I come in, because I have all of the ARs that I have because I like to build them. My first specialized tactical rifle was a pre-configured right off the website, but I took it apart and put it back together because I wanted to look at the individual parts and check them out because I'm a tinkerer and that's what I did. So none of my guns are stock, but they are special ops tactical top to bottom.
Yeah, you can see that cool image in the background of Schwell's green screen. Let me click on his, with the young lady there. That's a SOT rifle, and she's got a lot of bells and whistles on that thing. But that's an awesome gun. What optic is she rocking on that one, Schwell? Is it the Vortex?
Yeah, that's the Vortex.
Yeah, very nice. I mean, there's a couple pictures if you paid attention. Yes, the Shooter's Mindset Facebook page. We've been posting a lot of the Special Ops Tactical pistol build, which was a 7.5 inch barrel length. I mean, I always had a thing for those. I always wanted one. It was kind of like, I just never wanted to go to the paperwork to kind of just go buy the whole SBR thing. Now the SIG brace is here, so it kind of changes my opinion on that. But if you guys have seen it, that's we're gonna. Garrett on the pre-chat was saying that that's going to be a option on the website to just go ahead and purchase as is. I'll probably have a lot of bells and whistles added onto it for other options, but very cool 7.5 inch Special Ops Tactical has up. Let's see here. You wanted to hit on some of those features on that pistol. I mean, what can we expect to get?
It was kind of funny because, I stay well connected in this industry as far as networking and everything. And, I just enjoy speaking to other manufacturers and other friends that are in the industry and kind of bouncing ideas off each other. And, it's just a great camaraderie that I have with a lot of other companies. It's just great. And I was approached by a contractor that does a lot of work with our military and has for many, many, many years. And this guy is, he's definitely up there. He can pretty much do anything he wants in the United States, and I would consider him definitely a lethal weapon with his bare hands. But he does a lot of work. He's overseas. Afghanistan, Pakistan, places I can't talk about, and he approached me and said that he had a special job that he was doing over there, and he trains a lot of our Delta Force, Special Ops, and Navy SEALs, and he said that he gave me a parts list and a breakdown of what he needed and what he was looking for, and we put this package together for him. And after we got it together and everything, I wanted to not only just have it for those guys and everything, but I wanted to bring it to Special Ops and make it available on our website as well. And it's a great looking pistol. It's really cool. And like Anthony was saying, with the ATF now saying that you can shoulder the SIG brace, it takes a lot of the wait time away from the SBR. I know a lot of people are still doing the SBR, but they buy the SIG brace in the meantime, and and all is good. And but for the serious shooters, the SIG brace might not feel super sturdy to their shoulder or whatnot, so they go ahead and pay the $200 to Uncle Sam and get it SBR'd and wait the time period. That's always the downside to to the NFA Class 3 items, is always the length of time that one has to wait after paying up front for their prized possession, and not being able to take it home until you get that letter back. So, but yeah, the new pistol, it has a complete nitride gas system. It has our new style rails, the GPX series, which have the milled sides, which real smooth and your fits the palm of your grip really well. Just kind of molds right to the side of the rail there. There's a lot of other features on there. The Battle Arms ambidextrous safety. They make one of the best safeties selectors on the market, and there's just a ton of stuff. And I would say just kind of stay tuned for the next 2 weeks or 14 days. We'll have them up on the website with a complete rundown of all the specs that are on them and everything like that. But definitely, we have the pictures posted. I think you guys do as well, and definitely a very nice, functional-looking gun. I've heard in the past, that 7.5s can be somewhat unreliable or problematic, but for the years that I've been in the industry and have been dealing with the manufacturers that I've been dealing with, and then us, making our own, we don't have any issues with the 7.5s.
Yeah, very nice. I mean, as soon as Schwell posted that, I believe he posted it on his Facebook page, I was the first one to comment, and I said want. You know what I mean? Me and him been talking about that. If you look at Schwell's screen, we're gonna flip to Schwell here, so to smile there, Schwell. But yeah, you got in the background of his green, the green screen magical setup. There's that pistol we're talking about and referring to there. So we definitely are talking, getting 2 of those.
Awesome.
Do some Rambo, with the sling.
Yeah. Some akimbo.
Yeah, some akimbo stuff. All right, excellent stuff. Let me see. I got a question here. Schwell, you had one good on Facebook that you wanted to hit on.
Yes, sir. Jason Hirsch. He said he's looking for a new 3-gun AR. Of the ready-made ARs that Special Ops Tactical offers, which one would Garrett recommend?
Oh, that's a good question, Schwell. And, man, I tell you what, I think from some of the guys that I've talked to and sold rifles to, has been a little bit of a shift with the 3-gun side of things. Predominantly, we've been selling a lot of 18-inch rifles for 3-gun, but I've actually had a few customers use the Aurora Elite 14.5 and have taken them to 3-gun matches. And one guy in particular in Florida, he said it was his second or third time shooting 3-gun, and came in second, and said that there was about 20-something guys that participated in that shoot. And he said that at the end of the shoot, all of them were looking at the gun and wanted to know more about it, and what they all immediately could tell it was a shorter gun than what the other guys were using. It seemed like I think he said the shortest barrel length that anybody else was using was 16-inch, and and this the 14.5, he came in second place, and so he had all of them really rethinking, if 14.5 wouldn't also make a nice three-gun match gun. And so I'm not a 3-gun guy, so I don't want to misspeak on anything like that. But we offer the Geisley triggers, Super 3-gun, SSA, SSAE. And I really do like the Geisley Super 3-gun trigger. It's just extremely smooth, it's extremely quick. But like the instructions say, it's not really meant for bench shooting because you can get burst fire, and then usually it will jam after a burst. So it's not like it's a good time. But definitely a great way to set our guns up for 3-gun. And right now we're doing a complete overhaul to our website and in particular our builder for our customers. And so we're going to be adding a lot more features here within the next few weeks that are going to be implemented into our custom builder. So anybody out there that comes to specialopstactical.com can use our upper or complete rifle builder to assemble the perfect 3-gun. They can build it, they can buy it, and we'll ship it out to them, or they can come pick it up here. So,
yeah, that's a nice feature to have. I mean, there's a lot of, almost like the jersey, the animal customs. You can just, and there's even with the car websites nowadays, you can do the, you build your own car the way it is. I mean, that's kind of the way to go. I mean, especially if you're gonna pick rifle, just it's kind of like me. I don't like to build anything. You just build it online, put whatever you want together on the computer, and they ship it out to you. Very good feature. Schwell, you had another question you want to hit on. What's going on there?
Yes, sir. I got another question from Seth Gersten on YouTube. He said, what is the standard twist rate of your barrels? Are they chambered in 5.56 or 2.23? And also, do you offer the pencil thin barrels?
That's a great question. The predominantly our barrel twist is 1 in 7. We follow a very stringent mil spec schedule, so you won't ever find any commercial parts sold at special ops. I'm just kind of against that. I like to keep everything mil spec, and that's what we'll do. Now we do offer some things that are not mil spec, like our stainless steel line of barrels is a 1 in 8 twist. And you know that makes for a variety of different rounds that can be fired through the barrel. You know, we get a lot of 3-gun guys that do buy those barrels. So that's one thing that's not mil spec, but it serves its purpose for what it is. What was the back? What was the? There was another little backside to that question. I can't remember what it was.
Do you offer a pencil thin barrel?
I got you. That was very good. We offer a custom profile, which is more like a medium weight barrel. We don't really offer a pencil barrel, and there's a reason behind that. The reason behind that is once you start to heat up some of those pencil barrels that are true pencil barrels, after they get really hot, well, I'd say, you know, after about 45 to 60 rounds, it can actually disrupt the rigidity of the steel structure and can have a little bit more flex or barrel whip. And so with our profile, we tried to come up with the perfect balance between not sacrificing structural rigidity, but keeping the barrel nice and true and straight under an endurance type fire test, to where you know, you're not sacrificing any accuracy, but you are losing weight. And so that is kind of what we you know, developed our profile around. We do offer standard government profile barrels like our, you know, carbine M4, our government mid-length profile, but I am very you know, fond of our own custom profiles.
Yeah, very nice. I have one here coming from Aaron. He's like, I'm new to the AR. Does nitride micro glass gas block with a .750 seat mean? So I'm guessing he's going right off your website there.
Yeah, he is. And okay, so .750 is the basically the seat that the gas block sits on, and so it's just the dimension of the barrel. It's 750. And you know, there's a lot of smaller barrels out there that are .625 in diameter for the gas block or the gas seat, and so that's just basically calling out, you know, if you have a .625, the 750 is not going to work for you. Even though we do a lighter weight barrel, we kind of bevel up or hump up to the 750 gas block size to kind of keep everything the same. So, you know, if somebody buys our stuff, that, you know, you don't have to hunt down multiple different gas blocks. It seems like .750 is the industry standard. So we try to keep that, you know, in line with you know, what the industry calls out for. And the nitride is just the treatment that's been done to the steel. Nitride is very hard. It's you know, a lot of traditionally barrels were chrome lined, and so with the nitride, you can not only nitride the interior and exterior of barrels that make it extremely hard and durable, which takes the place of chrome lining, but you can also nitride gas tubes, gas blocks, and a lot of other steel components that you know, it helps with wear resistance. It also helps with keeping things a little bit slicker, smoother, and cleaner. There's a company, a great company, out of I think they're out of Ohio, Rubber City Armory, and they make nitride coated bolt carrier groups, which are phenomenal. You know, and a little bit different than nickel boron, but nonetheless a phenomenal and great coating. Or actually, it's a treatment.
Yeah, Kelly, I know you want to chime in on that. I saw your mute go off because I know you're familiar with the Rubber City Armory stuff, and Schwell's familiar with that too because that's the bolt carrier group he has in one of his.
Yep, I have one. It's great.
Schwell, you want to add anything? What are your? I mean, I had one at one point. But it was one that AR, you know, everybody was scrounging for AR parts and lowers, and everything was impossible to get or 3 times the price.
Right.
And bulk carrier groups were like one of those that were really tough to find. And I just I picked one up on the fly. Just they posted it. And I'm like, boom! I just had it sitting here. Eventually, I just sold all the parts, and I didn't. Like I said, I didn't want to build it. So it was a nice bulk carrier group in itself. So very nice piece. I wanted
Yeah, they're great. They're a great company, a great group of people. They do lots of different stuff, not just work in the industry. They all shoot matches and stuff. And the H&M guys, they come out and they shoot the Bianchi Cup, which is here each year and stuff. And they do 3-gun stuff. They're good people. So.
And Shade out there.
Good company to work with.
Yep, Shade out there. He's a great guy. He's a good guy to know.
Yep.
Yeah, very nice.
Agree.
They support the sport of shooting, so that's also a positive and a bonus.
Definitely.
I want to take this time here because the last 2 shows I just totally forgot to show the Shooter's Mindset T-shirts. If you guys follow us on Facebook, you've probably seen this post, but just a plain black Ultra Cotton Gildan T-shirt has right there on the right side, and then on the back.
I can't see you. Turn on your camera.
You can't see me?
No, all I see is your the Shooter's Mindset thing.
I've got him.
Anthony.
You got me? All right.
Really?
Jesus, you're messing.
Oh.
She's messing my whole spiel. You're
I'm sorry, I really can't. I can see Schwell and Garrett. I figured you were just having connection issues, so you just put your picture on there again.
Yeah, me and connection issues kind of go hand in hand nowadays. But
it's okay. I've seen the shirt. I know what it looks like.
Yeah, it says where speed and accuracy are the only option, and it has the Shooter's Mindset logo. If you guys can see my screen, there it is. We have a bunch of these available still. I have to get these shirts over. But if you guys are interested, you can hit us up on my email, which is theshootersmindset@gmail.com. If you guys want more details on the T-shirts, or you can just contact me on the Shooters Mindset Facebook page, and we can talk about it there. But giveaway announcement. Let's announce a giveaway announcement for those who just joined. We have Proctor Performance Carbine DVD going out to a lucky winner today. We're having one winner wins all the goodies this show. Rand CLP 2-ounce bottle of some Rand CLP. I believe Special Ops Tactical has a bunch of these. It might be something in the works there. Let me see, what else am I missing here? Oh, a Special Ops Tactical Magic, a Black Magic rifle comp. There it is. I was looking for it like I had it here, and I didn't have it. I know Schwell's the one who has it.
Yep.
So that's
another close-up. You know what? I should probably put a picture of it up in my background because I have a couple of close-ups of it. So maybe I can do that.
There it is. So those 3 items are going out to one lucky winner today. The giveaway link will be in the comment section below this video. Also, you can find that link on the Shooters Mindset Facebook page. That giveaway is going to 12 midnight Eastern time tonight. So get in on that giveaway. And that's it. Let's see if we got any live questions coming in. We got one here from Tassie. She's also a good shooter here. Let's see. Do you make those T-shirts in ladies fitted?
That's why we're gonna cut them up. Tell her.
I don't know what's really.
Cut them and shred them.
Yeah, I can for you. We can do like a custom cut. I got them in medium. You know medium. That might work. But specifically,
we can tie them up in the right places and make them ladies cut. It'll be all right.
And if you can't find the one that you like on the TSM shirts, Special Ops Tactical has some really nice ones, and they actually do have a ladies cut.
There you go.
Ooh.
Do they have them in pink?
Well, I was going to ask about your logo. Explain the logo to me. Like, I love stuff where I can, support my companies and stuff, and I love looking at people's logos. And give me the background on your logo.
That's a good question. Anyhow, kind of the meaning behind the background is my pilot background, and
I see the airplane.
Right. It's actually the F-117 Nighthawk. Is stealth fighter. It's the original stealth fighter, and that was about as far as the aviation side of the military. That's about as special ops as you could get back in the day. That thing was black project left and right. Nobody knew anything about it, and some people reported seeing it flying over Area 51 back in the 70s and 80s, but that was about all anybody saw, and it was very special ops-esque back in the day. Granted, it's old technology now, But me being a pilot and very fond of very cutting edge engineering processes and manufacturing, that jet just really held a special place in my heart, as does the SR-71 Blackbird. But anyhow, that's kind of the meaning behind the logo.
Yeah, it's
I
definitely
like it.
a nice logo.
Now I'm going to look at the shirts since you said you had ladies cuts.
All right.
Yeah, don't worry about my shirts. Just go with it as Special Ops Tactical. Just buy all his. Don't worry about it. Let's. Shmuel, you have any live questions coming in there?
I have a question off of YouTube from a user, Texas Jedi. He said, what is your stance on the AR rifle versus the AR pistol? I know you briefly went over it and touched on it, but this question is more specific to one or the other.
That's a good question, and I like that question. There's a lot of people want a one gun, does everything, and Shmuel, as you know, there's not really a magic gun. That's why you have like 3 or 10 of them. I can't remember, but that's why there's a number of different guns for each different purpose or each different quote unquote type mission. Whether it be just recreational shooting or hunting or whatever. It's hard to find a good catch-all gun that you can do it all with, and that's why us gun-loving guys have so many different kinds and styles and different rails and different setups, so we can kind of adapt that specific gun, pistol, or rifle to whatever we happen to want to use that for. And I think that's kind of my thought behind it. Pistols are great. They serve their purpose. They're extremely short. They're extremely agile and quick. They're very concealable. The downside is you're sacrificing what the rifle can do. You're sacrificing some range. You're sacrificing a little bit more steady of a shot. Maybe accuracy at further distances. But at the same rate, you can do that in reverse. What could a pistol offer that a rifle can't? Well, if you have an intruder in your house, or you might not want to carry a 16-inch plus the flash hider or muzzle device through your house where half the gun is sticking around every corner. You might just want to use a handy little pistol that you can tuck in nice and tight. Or the same goes for target practice. Pistols are great, a little bit closer range, and you can really work the targets at closer range with the pistols, where it might be a little bit awkward to run a rifle that close to, to some of the targets, that close. So, I just think, each one kind of has their certain kind of purpose or avenue that they're used for, and, that's kind of my thought behind it.
Yeah, I always envision like a pistol maneuverability. You know what I mean? Like you said, in a house, throwing it in in a car or a truck. Those, so that can even fit under a seat. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You could take it a lot more places than you can't take your 18-inch or your 16-inch or even your 14.5-inch rifle. So definitely there's a lot of perks, but then there's also some downsides. So like you said, that's why we have a bunch of these things. There's a certain reason we use each one for. So.
Hey, money is a renewable resource, so why not just get both?
Yeah, just get both. Let's jump into the lightning round here. Last show I said that our lightning round questions were getting kind of old, so we asked you guys on Facebook to chime in on some new lightning round questions. So those are majority of these that are coming out are going to be from you guys here. Garrett here, if you can only have one or the other type of deal, is it the 300 Blackout, the 5.56, or the 6.8 caliber? If you can only have one in your rifle, what you going with?
Man, I've got to say 5.56. I like both the other calibers. 6.8, it's kind of got a unique. I've kind of got a unique take on the 6.8. I'm not a huge 6.8 fan, but they are a nice round, and they can really pack some punch. 300 blackout is just awesome to shoot suppressed without headphones subsonic. It's so nice to be able to shoot without headphones and just hear almost just the action in the gun. That's great. But what it comes down to is the price of ammo and availability for me. And 5.56, you can pick up 5.56 almost any. Well, it's getting a little bit better now. You used to could pick it up almost anywhere, but now that the big rush is kind of slowing down and everybody's getting caught back up on their ammunition manufacturing side of things. I'm just if I had to pick between the three, I would definitely choose 5.56.
Yeah, I can agree there. I've been seeing a lot of 223 and 5.56 back on the Walmart shelves as well. So
yeah,
a lot of people just like to hit up the Walmart for the ammo.
That's it.
5.56 is always there, and I never see any of the other stuff. Glock or 1911? If you can only carry one, shoot one. Is it a Glock or 1911?
Man, that's tough. That's a very tough call. There are some very sweet 1911s out there. I mean, just very sweet. And Glock, ultra reliable. I'm not going to cry if I actually accidentally drop my gun or, if it gets kind of dinged up or scratched up. Unlike some 1911s out there that I probably would cry if I got them scratched up or dropped them. But personally, I carry a Glock, and it makes for a great everyday carry gun. But man, when I go out to the range, I love to shoot a 1911, and that's just, I'm just, you're kind of tearing at my heartstrings with that question. But man,
answer the question, Garrett. Answer the question.
I'm gonna have to say Glock. Gosh darn it, man! Just because of the ultra high mag capacity and the durability that I know comes with a Glock. And not only do we use a lot of nitride for our components, but a lot of people might not know it, but Glock barrels are nitrided or melanited as well, and everything. So you get a lot of the same benefits: wear resistant, corrosion resistant. It's just a tough gun. So you really messed me up with that one, but I'm gonna have to go with Glock.
Yeah, I can agree there. I do cry when I drop my Glocks.
Longest lightning round answer I've ever heard.
I mean, Chris Costa had a really.
But at least you didn't say Springfield.
Yeah, I could agree there. Yeah, I'm gonna choose Glock, but I do cry when if I drop my Glocks on the floor. You know what I mean? My Glocks aren't normal Glocks usually, but yeah. But I don't know. Consider it a battle scar on your Glock, I guess.
That's it. That's it.
All right, we got some lighter note stuff here. I forgot who submitted this one, but Frosted Flakes or Raisin Bran?
Oh wow. Man, I'm not a particular Raisin Bran guy. I like Frosted Flakes. They're great.
yeah, I could agree there. I definitely like the Frosted Flakes. Dang, I realized it said 223 or 5.56. We're not going to really do that. I mean, I don't know. Do you want to go? You want to go there 223 or 5.56? If you can only have one, I kind of.
Oh well, man, I think everybody's going to go 5.56. The two calibers are virtually identical. The 5.56 just is like kind of like a 9mm plus P round. They just a little bit more energy behind it for the NATO guys overseas, and a little bit faster projectile. When you shoot them side by side, you can definitely tell a difference. That's for sure. We do a lot of test firing with both 5.56 and 223, and you can definitely tell who's got the 5.56 ammo when you're out there on the firing line compared to 223.
Yeah, there it is. You do a lot of shipping with the company. This one was also posted. Which one do you like more, UPS or FedEx?
Man, they're both great companies. It's that's tough, man. That's tough. Golly, I've got a lot of friends that work at UPS, so I'll say go Brown.
Yeah, I like FedEx. They deliver to my house way earlier than UPS does. So, I mean, obviously the schedule is a little bit different. And I notice FedEx just gets here faster. I don't know. It could be a little bit more expensive too than UPS. I guess it all depends on where you live and what's the cost of the shipping that you're shipping the product. But yeah, I definitely like FedEx on that one. I don't, if you're in Florida and you said you lived in Florida most of your life, but In-N-Out Burger versus Five Guys. If you can only eat one, what are you going with?
Man, I've only had
This is
In-N-Out
make
burger.
it or break it between us.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna say
Think.
You only had it once, though.
yeah. I mean, it's tough. I'm
In-N-Out.
gonna go Five Guys, man.
I tried to help you, Garrett. I tried to help you.
I had
well,
Five Guys way more.
My heart just broke.
I missed your cue, Swell. You're supposed to give me the cue.
I don't know how much more obvious I could be.
Yeah. Burgers, animal style, in and out, but we don't have one down here in Florida that I know of. So Five Guys is pretty accessible down here. So Five Guys is also good. It's a real sloppy burger, Five Guys, man. Let's see. This one was also submitted. Pretty fun one. Hash browns or home fries?
Man,
556-223 question.
yeah, man. I mean, I get them both, but man, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go hash browns.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm on the fence on that one.
Yeah, that's a tough question.
Aim
If it's
Tech
late at night in a Waffle House, it's hash browns. If you're like actually up at breakfast time, you want home fries.
Fries. Oh snap.
Yeah, there you go. That's well put there, Kelly. It's impressive.
Yep.
All right, the last one. Last
you know
question of
me,
the
I'm here for the food talk. In-N-Out and home fries.
last one here in the lightning round is Aimpoint EOTech or ACOG.
Man, that's a real tough one. EOTech, I haven't dealt with them a whole lot, but I have a little bit. They have phenomenal customer service. Their company is great. Aimpoint, they have some real phenomenal torture test videos to where they are just beating the snot out of some of those optics, and they are still running and holding a zero. I'm kind of on the fence. ACOG is just, man, they're great, but they're priced out of my pocketbook for sure. There's the military can afford them, I guess, but I can't. So I'm gonna go Aimpoint on this one.
Yeah, very nice. Schwell, you want to chime in on that one? I've shot an Aimpoint and an EOTech, never an ACOG, but I'm kind of. The EOTech's kind of bulky for me. I know they came out with a model that's a little bit slimmed down, but the one that I had was really kind of bulky, a little bit heavy. I kind of was digging the Aimpoints, especially after the Aimpoint Troll model came out, with that was a little bit more affordable. But where are you standing on this last lightning round question here, Schwell?
Well, for me, my exposure to the ACOG was limited. Remember, I was in the Air Force, and I only got to shoot those guns with the optics on them once every 2 years or so. And the ACOG was great when you're not having to buy them. That may be an option, but when I'm going to spend my money, I'm going to go with the Aimpoint. And mostly because all of my experience with Aimpoints has been outstanding.
There it is. Kelly, you want to end there last time on the lightning round question here, and then we can move on? You have any
Yeah, I was
experience
just
with
going
any
to
of
say
this?
it's what I can afford and what I want. So there's an Aimpoint on my Yankee gun, and it's been great. And yeah, ACOG, of course, I want that on all of my rifles.
Yeah, there you
That'll
go.
never happen, but a girl can dream.
There you have it. So Aimpoint kind of sweeps the house. That's a good one.
I'll tell you though, Anthony, the Vortex makes a phenomenal scope, and they've really come out and hit the market strong. And we've been a huge supporter of Vortex and everything that they do, and really happy to be working with those guys. And if you guys happen to have the 2014 product catalog by Vortex, you'll see our new Billet gun on the cover.
Oh, very nice. Let's hit on this question here. It's going to be a kind of a popular question because it seems like the industry is. I kind of see more and more different varieties and models with the Polymer AR parts, the lowers, you know what I mean, and just the parts. Known to be a very durable, obviously, in pistol formats. But what is your take on the Polymer AR parts?
That's a good question, and that's also not an easy question to answer. And I say it's not easy because unlike aluminum, where the military or mil-spec standard is 70-75 T6 aluminum, I don't know what in the hell kind of grades people use for their polymer, if there's a industry standard for that or not. And to me, I'm just not sure. I've actually had this situation come up before this question, and I had a guy kind of grab one in front of me, and he was like, "Oh, you talking about this polymer lower right here, this one?" And he took it and he slammed it across his desk and shattered it in several pieces. And after watching that guy do that, I'm not really sure, what blend of polymer that was that shattered like that. But not to say that there aren't some phenomenal polymers out there. Magpul, their stuff seems to be almost indestructible. I feel like you could run over a CTR stock with a semi, and it's probably not going to destroy it. But there's just I mean, not to talk bad about polymer lowers or anything, but I'm just not quite sure how they machine. And I'd say that I'm probably ignorant to a lot of those detailed specifications or information. So I don't want to bash the polymer things too much, but I'm just not sure if there's an industry standard for how they're made.
A little bit about this in the pre-chat, and I don't know. I just, I know actually a YouTube guy, Chaos, who has one of those earlier versions of those polymer lowers, thousands of rounds through it, and all that deal. And then there's some guys that I think majority of guys just don't, puts a sour taste in their mouth. Like it's like like a 1911 going polymer all of a sudden, and it's kind of like, oh, they're claiming it's the next best thing. Obviously, you're going to have you're going to be a lightweight, but I'm just concerned about the tolerance, and and like you said, the spec of those, and you know what I mean. I don't know if any of you guys have those a Polymer AR build with a lower like that. Chime in on your thoughts in the comment section or something. I'm just not sure I trust them yet.
Beyond all of that, what are the savings? Why are you building a polymer low? Is it for weight? Are you saving money? Because all of the polymer lowers that I've ever seen have been within $5 to $10 of the other lowers. So I don't understand why you would go that route. That's just for me personally. Now, if it's for weight savings, I know that has an advantage, but outside of that, I don't see any reason for using it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know. I mean, you could probably even get a blem lower. You know what I mean? For very close to the price or at the price of some of the polymer ones. I haven't seen. Like I said, it's just one of those things. Like I saw it and really didn't care about it. I just, it just didn't. I didn't do it.
I mean, I can see, maybe for recreational use, but are you going to trust your life with that, or your family's life, or I'm not willing to. I'm going to trust it on something that's tried and true since the late 50s, and that's what I'm going to go with. So, I'm just not really sold on the fact of the polymer stuff. And it's pretty funny because in our last segment I was just talking about I carry a polymer Glock, but but
it's been proven now.
It's been proven, and their blend of polymer has been proven as well. It's not brittle, it doesn't crack. But I look in a lot of, I can just Google polymer lower crack or polymer lower break, and you click images when you type that into Google, and you can see right where people install the buffer tubes or install a lot of features on there. If they use a little bit too much force or torque, that you see all these images online that they're cracking and breaking, and that's just not something that I feel like I want to kind of put my name on or stand behind. So for now we're offering 70, 75 T6 aluminum.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm kind of hold on, I just clicked over to the Q&A section, and Into Deep One, I guess, wanted to add to the lightning round. We'll add it real quick. Just answer this. Is it sausage or bacon?
Damn, this lightning round is killing me. Man, let's go bacon.
Bacon.
Bacon, I love it.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
If you would have said sausage, Garrett, I was never doing business with you again.
Sausage too close to wiener, and I don't want no part of that.
Yeah, we could have went a lot of places if you would have yelled sausage.
Oh,
I coulda-
you'll
I
never
coulda-
hear me yell that.
Yeah, I haven't seen one of your personal. Okay, I'm kind of reading through these. I don't want kind of gonna scan them before I go through them. This one here is from Gino. He says he's in California and he wants an AR pistol. Should I hurry up and try to get one using the single shot exemption, or do an older owner builder with an 80% lower? So I'm not very knowledgeable on this topic.
Man, I'm not either. That's tough. Those guys out in Cal, I would just encourage him to come on over to Florida, make it a whole lot simpler on himself, and I'll sell you an SBR or whatever you'd like. We'll put it together for you. At California, they're just trying to, they're trying to isolate all the gun people in California, and I think, I don't know, they might have their hands full with that, but that's all I'm gonna say about that.
But you guys do sell to people in California, so your rifles are compliant.
Yeah, they just had some stuff that came through the pipeline to where they're going to try to, seems like, make everything illegal. So I'm not quite sure from a manufacturing standpoint how things are going to, keep up or persist with our sales in California, unfortunately, because it had always been a great state to visit and enjoy the shooting sports, and unfortunately a lot of the governmental people don't agree. So we'll just have to agree to disagree with those guys.
I agree with you there 100% because Cali I visited a couple of times, man. It's a great state, fun state. Temperature's really good. You know what I mean? It's too bad. It really is. Got one here. Into Deep One wants to know the different size barrels for that SOT sells for the pistol. So 7.5, 10.5. Is there any other one that I'm missing?
Yeah, we manufacture 7.5. We do 10.5. 300 blackout. But that's mainly it for the pistols. We don't try to get too extravagant with all the in-between sizes. We kind of set our barrels up to correspond with our rail length that we do, and our 7-inch rail on our 7.5-inch pistol barrel works out really nice.
Very nice. We're almost going to run down here. So if you guys have any last-minute questions, please be sure to submit those. What do you have, Schwell? Do you have anything on your end you want to hit, or Kelly, before we try to run this down?
I have one. This is one of the questions we talked about in the pre-chat. Garrett, how many people do you guys have working for you down at Special Ops? Because when I come down, I generally deal with you and Lindsay. Is that it?
No, that's not it. We actually have 6 people that work for us, and we just picked up an outside sales rep up in the northern states, and we are a small company, but we're doing big things, and this year has been actually really great for us, and so was last year. Last year we were fortunate enough to be on the cover of SWAT magazine with our rifles. Also, Guns and Ammo does like an annual edition called the Book of the AR-15, which came out in November, and we got a 5-page centerfold spread on that, and the article is called No More Excuses, or No Excuses, and it was a phenomenal article. And also Guns and Tactics did a really good article on us as well, on a lot of our gear and one specific rifle in particular. And so all of us here, we really work hard to bring our products to the market. And everything, but predominantly Lindsay and I run the show in the office and everything, and then during night we do a lot of builds and things at night. We have a whole nother crew that comes in that we get everything ready for us to sell the very next day and go out and test fire everything, but yeah, it's been great this year and last year, and we're looking forward to bringing a lot more cool things to market and, showing them off to you guys as well.
Yeah, talking on that, got the last one here on my paper here. Any upcoming projects, events, or company goals that you guys have come up, or anything you can speak on?
Man, we do, and we just actually came out with our Black Magic Inferno muzzle brake. and it's a precision-made muzzle brake. You know, it's kind of reminds me of an old piece of like artillery that the guys pull the chain with, and the way that the muzzle blast kind of comes out the ports on the side. It's a real precision made brake. Very all the crevices and crannies are really pristine in the way that they're machined, and no funny angles inside or anything like that. They work really well. They reduce a lot of recoil, and they keep the accuracy. There's very minimal shift to impact, you know, by taking them on and putting them on or taking them off, and you know, switching up with a, you know, a suppressor or a can or something like that. But we have we just released our GPX milled side rails, which came out February-ish this year. We have another series of those that we're going to release here. We're going to probably integrate the M-Lock. I'm not a big fan of the key mods, but I do like the M-Lock over the key mod, and feel like that is kind of going to be an industry staple. Not to say that the key mods won't, but I'm just I feel like I'm more in touch with the way that the M-Lock affixes to the rail and everything with its attachment point. But we are working on a couple other secret projects that we're going to unleash hopefully by the end or beginning of next year. And you know, all I can say is, you know, kind of stay in touch and stay in tune with us, and you know, specialopstactical.com and our Facebook, and you know, you guys won't miss a thing. We'll be sure to keep everybody informed as to what's kind of coming down the pipeline before it comes out and before it hits the market.
Yeah, very nice here. A lot of good stuff coming from Special Ops. We're going to run it down here in a second, unless, Kelly, you have any last-minute ads.
No, I'm good.
All right, let's run it down here. Shmuel, you want to go ahead with your shout-outs?
Most certainly. I want to thank Garrett for joining us tonight, and shout out to Lindsay. I know she probably wanted to be on the show, and Garrett didn't want her to be on the show with him. TheGearLocker.net. We've got a lot of things coming through the pipeline, and I keep talking about the pipeline. There is stuff there, folks. It will be coming, so check me out on youtube.com/Schwell11. Also, if you search Schwell anywhere on Google, most of my social media will come up. I'm pretty much the only Schwell out there, so I kind of own the name. So it's great. And a huge shout out to D Stein, or Dan Stein. He made this t-shirt for me, and a couple of the other t-shirts that were on the show, as well as Wolf Performance Ammunition, Optics, and Arms.
Yeah, speaking of rifle calibers, I know one of those things in the pipeline, I think you put a little teaser out there, was that 6.5 Wolf ammunition through some rifles that they over. Is that one of those videos that coming up real soon?
Yes. Like I said in the last week's show, I'm working with Hank Strange. We're putting out a joint venture when it comes to that stuff. We do this maybe once every 2 or 3 months where we work together. And you'll see a lot of that stuff with the Wolf stuff that we're doing. We're working on that stuff together. So that video should be up within the next week or so.
Yeah, very nice. Check out him and subscribe to that channel, that video there. Kelly, what do you have on your end?
I always feel like I forget somebody when I do this, so I, honest to God, text myself people that I can think of. Because I'm going to have a New Jersey coming soon. Animal Customs always takes good care of all of us, and Mondo and Angie has been working overtime to get my New Jersey done for Pro-Am here in a few weeks, so it should be awesome. And even making masterclass. Steve's not on here tonight, but he's going to be on my arm, so he should feel pretty special.
That's a good spot, I mean.
Right. Voodoo Tactical, Eggshell by RCI, Frog Lube, Landtac USA, TACCOM, Comtac Victory Gear for all my pink holsters and mag pouches and stuff. Animal Customs, like I said, Bracket Patriot cases. And remember that code for the ladies match in October. Ladies, if you haven't used it, it's like $100 off of their 3-gun case, and it's awesome. You should get one. Bench Made Knives. notch gear hats. I'm not wearing one tonight. And Fail Zero and UTC coatings in Florida.
Do it.
Yeah, there you have it, man. Kelly, you're keeping up there with Dustin.
I was just about to say the same thing.
It's not quite a race car yet.
Yeah, not quite. Garrett, go for it, man. Any announcements, any last minute shout outs, any thank yous?
Man, I'd just like to say thank you to you guys for having me on, and give a shout out to all of our Special Ops Tactical fans and my family. Everybody, keep it up, and we really appreciate all the support. And man, I'm just, I really can't say enough. We couldn't be doing this without you guys, and it's just been great. The past 4 years have been phenomenal, and we look forward to the next 30.
Yeah, for sure, man. It was a pleasure having you on. Like I said, the in-state guys are always a pleasure, and we're going to be doing a lot more with some in-state manufacturers as well. But on my end here, I got they subscribe to the channel every Wednesday at 9 Eastern. We have a new episode of the Shooter's Mindset Show. I post some videos, some reviews, some shooting videos. I got a lot new equipment here. Got some new tripod, GoPro mounts, and got an extra gun cam. So we definitely got a lot more angles of videos coming. So subscribe to the channel. Also, you can contact me, whatever you want. If you want to ask me a question, whatever you guys got, theshootersmindset@gmail.com. You can contact me there. Wanted to give a special shout out to Garrett and Special Ops Tactical. We're definitely going to be looking into that 7.5 AR pistol. Also, tacticallife.net. They recently added a ton of accessories. So if you got a Special Ops Tactical rifle, you want to add a lot more accessories, you guys can check them out. Tacticallife.net just recently added that. Also, Nate Square Tactical, Brand Innovation, and CLP, and Blade Tech Industries and Brett. 1% off going on right now. I'm not even sure when it expires, but the discount code is Lucky21Deal. All together, no spaces. If you go to bladetech.com, you can get that discount if you're waiting on some products from them, which they have a bunch of products there as well. So that'll do it for episode 51 of Mindset, guys. Thanks for joining us, and we are out.